Guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to Too Blessed. Today I am really excited to be participating in the 2018 Christmas DIY and Decor Challenge, which is being hosted by Christina over at the DIY Mommy. Make sure that you go check out her channel. She does a lot of really great DIY videos, and I've really been enjoying watching those. And so I was really excited to take part in this challenge. And I already kind of had a project in mind, so it worked out really well, the timing of this. I'd been looking for some swags to use over my piano in my dining room. I'm kind of looking over at that area right now. I have a piece of artwork that hangs there with two like candle sconces, candle holders, something, whatever you call them. And I wanted to do some teardrop swags that would hang from the candles and decorate those for Christmas. And I've been looking for some and just have not been able to find any, and really not been able to find any that would fit within my budget. So I decided to DIY them and was able to save a very substantial amount of money. So I'm going to get started and show you what we are working with. Also be sure, I will have Christina's channel linked down in my description box, so be sure you check that out. And then as soon as it's available, I will also have the playlist linked down below so you can check out everyone else who's participating in this challenge. So now let's get started. All right, so to start out, here are the materials I'm working with. So I want my two teardrop swags to be the same, obviously. I'm going to be using them on either side of a picture. So I was looking for something to use as the base, and I happened to be at Dollar Tree and I found these wire wreath forms. Let me move that out of the way so you can see those, which are pretty small. I'm not sure exactly what size they are, but they came 2 in a pack for $1. So they were just 50 cents a piece. So I'm going to use this as like the foundation to build my swags on. And then I'm using a green garland that I bought at Hobby Lobby. It's a 9-foot garland with no lights or no decorations, just a plain garland. So it was $9.99, but of course I got it when it was 50% off, so I got it for $5. And what I did to start with is I went ahead and cut it in half. So this is just a 4.5-foot piece, and this is what I will use for one swag. So, and just to let you know, I'm just kind of winging this. I have not looked up how to make one of these or anything like that. I'm just kind of running things through in my mind and trying to figure out the best way to do it. So we will find out together if this is going to work. So the first thing I did is I took one of my wreath forms and I held it up in the spot where I'm going to be hanging it. And I measured down to see how long I wanted it to be. So from the top of my wreath form, I measured down and decided I want mine to be about 18 inches. So that's about the total length that I am going for. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think I decided I'm going to try to do 3 pieces. I'm going to do a straight piece down the center, which will be my longest length, and then do a piece that goes around, and then another piece that goes around, sort of draped over, if that makes sense. So I think for my first piece, for that long piece, I want that to be about 16 inches. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is cut that piece. And get my tape measure here. Okay, so I've got a piece of tape on my table here that I use when I'm cutting ribbons, and it is about 21 inches long. So to do 16 inches, I would want it to go right about here. Okay, I'm going to move my little cutting mat to be even. There we go. So now I know that this length right here is 16 inches. So I'm going to measure this off because I want my longest point to be 16 inches. I don't really want it to be much longer than that. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right about here. And I think when I get ready to do the second one, I'm going to line my pieces up together to make sure that they are the same. And the easiest way I found to do this is just, I take my wire cutters, but just kind of bend it back and forth. Okay, sorry about that. I got interrupted by a phone call. So I've got my 16-inch piece cut. Then with what is left, I think I have decided I'm going to cut one piece 18 inches. And then that's going to leave me with a second piece that is maybe about 20, 22, 23 inches. I'm not sure the exact dimensions here. But I'm going to go ahead and cut my second piece. And then basically, like I said, that third piece is just going to be whatever's left over. It's probably more like 24 inches, I would guess. I'm not good with math in my head. Okay, so now I've got a 16, an 18, and then let me just measure this real quick. And I can tell you what it is, because I'll be referring to these sizes as I go along. Yeah, it's pretty close to 24 inches. So I've got 16, 18, 24. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the pieces for the second one real quick, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to put it together. All right, guys, I am back. I just started getting a rash of phone calls and so many interruptions that I decided to just turn off the camera and go ahead and concentrate on getting this first one done, and then I can show you how I'll do the second one. So here is my completed, see if I can get it all in the frame there. It goes like this, but you won't be able to see the whole thing. So this is my completed teardrop swag. I am really happy with how this came out. It really was exactly what I was picturing for this spot that I want to decorate. So I'm going to go back through now and show you how I did this one now that I've kind of gotten it figured out. So I showed you my 3 pieces that I had cut and my wreath frame. I'm going to explain real quick just how I attached it, and then I will just let you watch me do it, probably speed it up a little bit because it's a little boring to watch. So I started with one of the braces at the top. The first thing I did was attach my straight 16-inch piece. I attached it here, and then I attached it where it met down here. Like I said, I would definitely recommend using floral wire. It would be so much quicker, but I just don't have any, and I don't have a way to go get any, and I need to get this video done today. So I'm using the fishing line. What I did then, and you'll see that as I'm showing how I do the next one, everywhere that I use the fishing line and I have a knot, I went in with some hot glue and put a big blob of hot glue to keep that knot from untying. So I think that will hold it in place pretty well. So I did my, like I said, my 18-inch, or my 16-inch piece, which was straight down. Then I did my 18-inch piece. I basically just folded it in half, and right where the fold was, I attached that here in the center, and then had it come down the 2 sides. I attached it here and here with the fishing line and the hot glue. And then I took my last piece, folded it in half again, and attached it at the top, and then attached the little ends where they meet at the back. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and like I said, I will probably speed it up and let you watch and just see how I put it together. All right, so here's what they look like hung up above the piano. And I'll be getting them decorated. I wanted to have them decorated for this video, but I just haven't had time to get them completed. And you can tell I still need to do a little more fluffing to kind of even them out. The one on the right looks a little wild right now. But let me bring you in a little closer. So that is my teardrop swag. Like I said, I'm so happy with how these turned out. I was looking to buy some of these online, and pretty much the cheapest I could find was maybe $10 or $15 a piece. So that would have been $20 to $30 for both of these. And by making them, I only spent $6 for both. So I think that's a pretty good price. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. You'll get to see some videos coming up soon of how I'm going to decorate these. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.